I feel so bad for Historia because you can see her reaction like immediately, like as like she knows where this was leading. Um, God. Uh, will it really end in 50 years? No matter what else might be developed, the earth shaking is an immensely powerful weapon. If we must depend on it, the danger of assassination would follow these heirs to the royal family down through the generations. From parent to child, just like the race family. Again and again. Yeah, so the same thing would happen to Historia's child right after her. Does that mean we should leave our children in a lose lose situation just because it saves us now? Of course not. There's no way this could be allowed. And yet, very well. I will agree to inherit the Beast Titans so long as the earth shaking is necessary to our continued existence. Historian, look at Eren coming up. If it means paying for our lives with broken walls, trampled land, and children bred and killed like livestock, I will absolutely not accept Zeke Yeager's plan. Wow. Also, I think. Okay, so the beginning of this chapter, I think makes a little bit more sense. It makes way more sense now because, um, so the Hizuru's like, what's her name? Hizumi, right? Um, Let me go if I can find her name really quick. But I mean, her like the head of the Azumabitu family. So she proposed, these kind of three plans of one kind of testing out the Earth shaking weapon, right? Um, and then another plan was to kind of get, the Eldians, the Paradis Island, kind of up to snuff with the rest of the world in terms of, military strength, diplomacy, population, um, weapons as well, all this stuff to, but all three of these plans in order to protect themselves from an attack or whatever. Um, so and then of course Historia being another plan as well, um, to continue that line. Um, so I think this might be the reason why, um, because we had our three options, and I think Aaron in going over to Marley and attacking basically by himself and forcing the Survey Corps hand to come over there and join him. I think that was him trying to find like another way to do this, because I don't think he wanted Historia to do this, um or maybe he doesn't like any of these plans. Um, so he just took matters into his own hands, and it was like, okay, this is option number four, basically. Um, and I think that's what happened, is that, yeah, he was presented with all these plans. Um, he really didn't like them, and so he was like, okay, this is option number four, basically. I think that's what's going on. Um, but yeah, let's see. It is dangerous to entrust our fate to the potential to shake the earth. Wouldn't it be better for us to use all the time we have left to consider every option possible? On Historia's like tearing up a little bit. Yes, you need not rush to a decision yet, and we will continue to help mediate between you and Zeke Yeager. We hadn't found another way yet. Okay. Yes, Zeke's time was almost up, and Marley was moving forward with their attack on Paradis faster than expected. And I thought you and I felt equally rushed. But I still can't understand why you acted on your own and put the island in danger. Do you not care about what happens to Historia now? I ate the Warhammer Titan. Okay, so it's nice to get that confirmation. Okay. Um, but this is interesting. Okay, so um, they hadn't found that fourth option, right? Because they obviously didn't want to use, the Earth, shaking weapon. They didn't want to do that. Um, and then they felt pressure on like multiple sides, right? Because you have Zeke as just like a ticking time, right? Like, or a ticking time bomb. Like his time is almost up. On top of that, you have Marley making a move faster than what they expected. So yeah, they definitely feel like the pressure, or at least Eren and Hanji too, in this aspect or in this situation. They both are feeling this pressure. Like we need to respond. We need to do something. Um, Except it was Eren who took it upon himself to do something, and um, I don't know if it was the right or wrong thing to do. Like, I don't know if you could truly argue with the results of what happened, but um, I guess would you say it's the means that's probably the most like disagreeable thing about it? Um, yeah, I don't know, or just everything that we had to do to get to the final result of the invasion of Marley is um, is a little like shaky, but I don't know, man. That's what makes this so fascinating, man. Um, okay, so what? It controls Titan hardening to create weapons or anything it needs from underground. It was an annoying enemy. In other words, you can't imprison me, no matter how tough and deep underground this cell is. I can leave here whenever I want. And of course, you can't kill me. I have the founder. What's more, threats aside, you can't kill Zeke either. In other words, Hanji, I want to know what can you do? Huh? Tell me, Hanji. If there's another way, then tell me what it is. Jeez, man. Dude, like Armin hit the nail on the head last chapter. Like I don't understand um Eren anymore. Like him saying that, and it's just like seeing him putting hands on Hanji is just like it's I don't know. And then like this page, like I don't know if I'm just looking too much into it, but it almost looks like his eyes are like borderline like transformation, right? Like he has that look in his eyes right before or when any Titan shifter right before they're about to shift. That kind of glow or like the way that their eyes go white or whatever. Like Eren has that look in his face right now, and it's like was he really about to shift like right here right now? Like that's unbelievable. But it's insane because it's like he has he has all these memories in his head. It's just like I feel like there's only like a shred of Aaron that's left in there, right? Like Kruger, the Fritz, Tiber now. Um, yeah, it's a like I don't know, man. Like I'm scared that we'll eventually get to a point that there's no longer like Aaron is just no longer in there. Um, that's a really scary concept to think about, but I feel like we're like getting to that point, right? Um, dude, yeah, his eyes look like he's about to transform. What the hell? Um, you pervert. Oh man, I love Hanji. Ever the rebellious teen, huh? Grow up, Aaron. Erwin, this was your one mistake. Why did you ever make me commander? Yeah, I mean, that's the look, man. That's the look. Um, hey, you're a Marleyan, aren't you? Why the hell are you here? What business do you have at a funeral for an Eldian killed by Marley? Please wait. We'll take care of him. Are you okay, Niccolo? Damn it. How did you get here? Why? Did Sasha really die? Tell me, why? What are all you doing? They said a girl snuck onto the airship and shot her. How could that possibly happen? She was no ordinary girl. She'd been trained. A warrior candidate. We let our guard down. I'm sorry. Why apologize to me? All I did was cook for her. Thank you, Nicolo, for feeding her. So much good food. What about you, Connie? Sasha and I were like twins. It feels like I've lost half of me. Oh my god, dude. Son, I understand you did a lot for my daughter. And her family is here too. Like, I feel like every time I try to move on from Sasha, like I grieved, man. I already grieved. I felt like I moved on, and then last chapter we got to see her. Now this chapter it's just like even worse. Like we get to see her funeral. Like, oh my god, dude. It's just like Isayama is just like plunging the knife like deeper and deeper into my heart, man. God, look at her family. Sir, I'm just a captive Marleyan, but I have permission to work as chef. Your daughter enjoyed my food more than anyone else, so if you would, please come and eat my food. On the house, right? Oh, yes. This is all of the Titan transformation serum, stolen from Marley. Duplicating it will be hard, though. We weren't able to steal the materials, equipment, or experts in Titan science that you would need this time. No, this ought to be enough. We really should thank you for this. You've led us from ignorance to hope. We've given you nothing in return. Only devils would doubt their own saviors. I feel we've proved that we are friends to the Eldians over these past 3 years. It's unfortunate. Those guns we brought you were meant to bring freedom to Eldians, yet. Forgive my selfishness, but please overlook our weakness for a time. We have no choice but to place shackles on Zeke. I mean, I, they've done so much for the Eldians, man. Like, but at the same time, like Zeke is still like, even I'm like still skeptical about him. Like, even after everything that he's done, and he insists that he is a Eldian restorationist and all this stuff. Um, Even I am like a little bit apprehensive about him, so it only makes sense that the other characters, like rightly so, are definitely apprehensive about him as well. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Even though like I go back and forth, like I like Yelena's been cool. She's been cool, man. So I don't know if she totally deserves this, but whatever. Um, that's fine with me, Commander Pixis. The day will soon come when we sit around the same dinner table once again. You must believe that no one hopes for that day more than we do. I hope for that day too, honestly. Like this division between the two sides here makes me really nervous. I don't like how that's set up, but it makes sense at the end of the day. My hotel? Any complaints? Oh, the forest. Nice. What better lodging could there be? A forest of giant trees that grow as high as 80 meters tall. It won't be easy to get out on your own. No handy rocks either, so you won't be tossing anything around taking any excursions. Looks like a fun spot for lots of vertical maneuvering too. So that's perfect for Levi, right? Still nothing like this exists anywhere else. What do you say, Captain Levi? I'd like to show Gabi and Falco this vast wilderness as well. So you're worried about those brats? Whether or not they get to see this vast wilderness is up to you. Gabi, hey, what's wrong? Hey, get a hold of yourself. What the hell is she doing? What happened? Are you okay? Hey, she suddenly started writhing. Oh, she just completely obliterated this poor guy's like jaw. Dude, and she's bashing his head in? Gabi, stop. Good God. Poor guy, man. Like he was like he didn't do anything wrong. He was like genuinely concerned about Gabby. Like, oh, like what's wrong with her? What's going on? And he gets his whole fucking teeth knocked out for showing a little bit of concern for a prisoner, man. That's so messed up. What I want to know is what the hell did Gabby put into the. I don't even know what the what she's using to fucking hurt him. This thing. I don't even know what you would call it, but like a blanket, I guess. Um, yeah, I'm really curious. What the hell did she put in there? Um, okay. Oh, okay. So she got a loose stone. Wow. Hurry up and hide him under the bed. Damn it, you went too far. What's running away going to do? They're just going to kill us if we stay here. He was worried about you, you know. Yeah, that was my point. Are you really going to believe those devils? I can't trust Zeke anymore. I can't trust anyone. Oh, and Reiner, okay. Bad dreams. Interesting. And it's nice to see that Piek is she's all right. I mean, I feel like we knew that, you know. She was just healing a little bit slower than what we are like used to seeing, but it's nice to get that confirmation that like no, she's fine. Um, man, okay. If only it had all been a dream. I heard Gabby and Falco's voices. Where are those two? Come in. Historia, you need to take better care of yourself. She's already pregnant? Whoa. I love her hair down like that too. Um wow, okay, so it's been it's been 3 years from, you know, when this whole thing was proposed to her, right? So I wonder if this is the first child or has she already had one but before this, right? That's my first question. Second question is who's the father? Like that's oh my that's gonna be really fun to think about. Who because it's not even like um because she's it sounds so messed up, but she's basically just like a factory at this point, right? Um so like oh my god, it's so sad, but like it reminds me of something in The Witcher. They had a similar thing like that too of a certain race pumping out children, but anyway, um yeah, I wonder that's the most important thing because I wonder if it's any of the characters that we know, like Connie or Jean. Um, God, could you imagine? It can't. Would it be Aaron? Oh my God, man! Could you imagine? I'm sure Mikasa would not be up for that, but man, I do wonder who could it possibly be. Um, I don't think that like necessarily the person who she's doing it with really matters, right? Because it's not like she's trying to form a connection or a relationship with any of these people, right? It's just like she needs the seed, and she needs the child, and that's basically the extent of that relationship. Like I just need your seed, and that's it. Like there doesn't need to be a relationship between us. So like I wouldn't be surprised if it isn't somebody important or if it's somebody that we know. If it's just you know a random guy that she you know confirmed is a decent guy at least like not I'm not trying to say she's just gonna like go and have sex with you know just random people um but yeah I don't know it's gonna be really fascinating to find out who um was that first person that she that you know made her pregnant. um but yeah, man, this was a really good chapter in terms of I feel like just like I feel like reestablishing all like the chess pieces, right? Like because we got to check you know to check in with Reiner's group, right? So seeing Pieck and Porco and Reiner again, seeing them briefly. Gabby and Falco are on the move. Um you know, and then Eren in prison. Um, Zeke is on the move as well with Levi. So there's like a lot of like moving parts right now. Um, Not necessarily like going into like getting the ball rolling in terms of like anything like major, but yeah, I don't know. In terms of just again like filling in the gap of what happened in those 3 years, this is another like much needed chapter, and I really appreciate that. Um, and again, just seeing the Hizuru Nation and just getting a little bit about them was great world building. Like I think that's what I want to see the most is just I'm give me all this world building honestly. Like I want to see more of these nations. Um, but yeah, it was a really good chapter. Um, that's pretty much it. So like, comment, and subscribe for more Titan, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.